good morning, how are you today? Gage is great, and so am I today. Super early in the morning, not really, but it feels early. We haven't woke up this early all summer, have we, Gage? We have or we haven't?
We have.
When? It's 6:52 in the morning. Canada, we might have woke up this early.
Yep.
Anyways, Gage, bless his beautiful little heart. Look at this beautiful little heart right here, guys. That's your heartbeat. He's taking me on a fishing trip for my birthday. So my birthday's tomorrow. And he's like, Dad, let's go on a fishing trip. And so he booked this whole trip and paid for it out of his own pocket. You're such a good kid. And Brayla, she helped too, but she didn't want to come. She's not a fisherman. She said she's just a hunter. So we're going to go float down from the Warm River down to Ashton Bridge with Henry's Fork Anglers. And we're super excited because not only am I excited to fish, but I'm excited to watch Gage fish too off a boat. So here we go.
Made it. Right, B-Mac?
We made it. I feel like that was a longer hike than it should have been.
When we hike, we talk, we brainstorm. Like, seriously, every time we go on a hike, we just brainstorm about Hush and videos and what we can do, like projects, apparel, what we're doing. So we took a lot of breaks.
But it was productive if we're counting all that.
It was, that's true. We just got to where we're gonna sleep. We're gonna camp out here tonight. It is July 23rd, which if you guys don't know, here in Utah, July 24th is what they call Pioneer Day. And they do all the fireworks shows and stuff down in the valley.
I'm not about the firework life at all. I'm over it. I've never been into 4th of July, so this is just one more 4th of July, I guess.
It is. It's really just like 4th of July here in Utah. They have the carnivals, the rodeos, and everything goes on for pretty much the entire month. We just got here. We're packed for an overnight trip. I got the secret stuff in the Yeti. I'll show you that later. A new sleeping bag. Guys, one thing that I have tried is the tiny little mummy bags. Like, I literally have probably 3 brand new sleeping bags at my house, and I went and got this one today because it's the widest, longest one I can find with flannel. I don't like to sacrifice my sleep for a little bit of weight like this guy.
What I got though,
he's never slept in a hammock.
I'm gonna try out the hammock life this trip. I'm normally a mattress tent kind of guy, but I'm gonna give this a go.
So we're gonna unload these packs and show you real quick what I like about these packs is you can basically break them down. So as we pack up to camp, we have the entire system. We're gonna break that down in a minute, and I'll show you when we just need to take the tripod and spotting scope up. We don't have to pack the entire big bag. Sweaty, dude.
I'm a little sweaty on the backside.
Need to stay hydrated up here. Hope you got some water, man. I got like 7 bottles.
All right, guys, we've made it onto the river. We are with our guide, Tom Provo. He is a guide for Henry's Fork Anglers, and just talking to him for the last hour, he knows what he's talking about.
Fish.
Oh, a Gager just missed a fish. But he's got Gage all lined out up there in the front. This is really Gage's first time ever fly fishing, so I thought it would be good to book a trip that we could both fish on the same boat. 'Cause where I fish, I just usually pontooning on a personal pontoon, and I can't take the kids with me, obviously, so this should be a good day. But the river's looking beautiful, and see how we do. Yay, hooks up for the first time today, bud, on the fly pole.
Ain't that shitty. It was not authentic food, but he thought it was. So let's see. My hands are wet. So I'm just gonna hold him up for the camera.
There you go.
Smile. Oh, there he goes. Flip the line. So we get control. There we go. Got him.
Nice fish, buddy. Gage hooked up. Not only has Gage caught a bunch of fish today, he just looks the coolest in the boat. Look at that guy.
Nice work,
He
Dave.
catches fish.
Look at that trap.
Alright guys, we just made it, and didn't take us long at all to find some good bucks. Used the phone scope adapter to digiscope with our smartphone. A lot of guys ask us how we get film of some of the animals that we see at the distance we see them, and this is it right here. So simply take your smartphone, they'll make a case for all kinds of phones, just like that, and you're able to attach it right to your spotting. This is the Vortex Razor 85mm and angled body, but it's super slick, guys. This is super affordable, and pretty much anyone with a spotting scope can attach your smartphone to the spotting scope to get cool video and pictures. And it's great because you have it right on your device, so you can use it on social media platforms and post right away. So this is what we're going to be using tonight. But there's a stud 4x4 up there. I'm going to get some video of them, I'll show you. Alright guys, we got the bucks in the view finder, the scope. You just want to get them centered. Watch how easy it is. If you're going to film horizontal like this, I actually like to start with a little bit of an angle and bring it down. Find that clear circle, clear edges. Make sure that my camera is centered and that I've got my camera that it's shooting horizontal. You can see these bucks right here. I like to use the zoom on the actual spotting scope, and if you want, you can use the zoom on your phone. See that? That's the big one right there. Let's give that a touch. Oh, that's a sweet buck, man. Let's get this thing centered. Get some video. You can use the touch screen to make sure it's focused. See how it's on focus right there? Wow, look at that buck, man. What a stud. That's like a perfect mule deer right there. Always gonna dig out of bed. Look how awesome that is, guys. With these phone scopes, you can get great HD quality video, and if you want, you can zoom in more. The more you zoom, you're gonna get a little bit of a pixelated picture and lose some of that sharpness, and you're gonna shrink the shutter, so you're not gonna be able to pull in as much light. So that's really not bad though, considering that the sun is already down and they're about 800 yards away. Look, he's digging out of bed. That is so cool. There he goes, man. Came out for the evening snack and now he's gonna go lay down. You're good, I got this. You got this to play with.
I got beef jerky,
Beef, not elk.
just straight or Berto beef jerky. And what do you have?
I have a Mountain Ops frozen vanilla, peanut butter, and banana milkshake, protein shake. It's still frozen. Guys, I made this 5 hours ago.
5 hours ago.
I made this 5 hours ago. I froze this Yeti. Like, I put the Yeti in my freezer, froze it for a couple hours just so it'd be cold. Made the protein shake 5 hours later on the top of the mountain, high country. You can hear the ice. Enjoying a frozen protein shake.
These ramblers are ridiculously good.
First time using it, guys. I'm super impressed. I was down in the valley today thinking, dang, it's hot. It'd be so nice to be on the mountain and have a cold drink. Here we go. Well, that was pretty short, but for the last 20 minutes, I'd say that was pretty productive. Right, B-Mac?
About a dozen deer.
About a dozen bucks or so, and
One
really good one.
one old friend of ours, I think.
Yeah, he's it's definitely the buck that I have on trail camera, and he's been living here since he migrated back from the winter range, which is really cool to like see him grow. And he looks good. He looks really good.
I wish we could show you the sunset right now. It's a top secret area.
It's
so
top
we can't,
secret,
but it is unbelievably gorgeous.
It's pretty cool.
Beats the heck out of the fireworks.
It is a great night. We're gonna head back to build camp. We got a couple hammocks to put up, build a fire, and I don't know, eat some food, hang out. To camp we go.
Well guys, it's another beautiful morning in the high country, and despite somebody not setting their alarm,
Dude, I said it. I do not remember hearing.
this is literally a replay of last weekend when we were at the Totally Archer Challenge.
We made a big mistake last night by giving Brian the one job, set the alarm. When we sleep through the alarm, we're late, we missed the tram, the first tram. Here's what he tells me. I had my earplugs in, I couldn't hear it.
Eric was responsible this morning for setting the alarm. I heard it. We're sleeping in hammocks that are like basically tethered to one another. And he just like turns it off. And so I get up and kind of like sitting there, and
I don't remember it going off.
he finally gets up about like 20 minutes later. And I'm like, dude, what in the heck are you doing? He's like, what? Man, he looks at his phone. My alarm must not have went off.
I'm like, I must have not turned it on.
Anyways, typical, that's kind of how we roll, is usually late, not that well organized. But the good news is
punches, man.
we came out here and we conquered. We found different deer than we found last night. One of the bucks we're pretty confident is a deer that we've got some history with.
Oh,
100%. Eric is the antler. He's got a weird core competency where he can remember antlers on any species of animal. So it's great to have him with you, because if you see a deer or an elk, he'll be able to tell you within about 6 seconds, oh, that's this buck or that's this elk. I don't have that. Casey doesn't have that.
Attention to detail, man. That buck, that's a buck we called Brush Buck last year, and he lived in this patch of brush. That's why we named him Brush Buck. But he was a 3x4 frame with some small cheaters. I actually missed him right here at 61 yards last year. So Brian said, hey, there's a good buck up top. So I looked at him, and sure enough, 3x4 frame, little cheater on the left. I mean, he looks exactly like he did last year, just really big giant fronts, but he's a stud.
And then that buck we saw last night, we're pretty confident is the buck we called Tall Boy Jr. last year. A buck that I missed at 65 yards. But so we've got 3 bucks 100% that we were hunting last year that are back. And then we're waiting for one more that'll probably be our number 1.
And this year we will have stories of not how we missed, but how we hit them.
That's right. So
We learned a lot up here. This is gonna be a fun year up here.
anyways, we're gonna go check the trail cameras.
This is probably my favorite trail camera to check. Seems to have the most activity, and always seems to get really good pictures, because it doesn't have like really drastic lighting over here. It's usually in the shade on this north slope. But there's a stealth cam. 760 photos and 100% battery life still. That's crazy, man. These cameras last forever. Stealth cam SD card reader. Just like that. Goes directly to my iPhone. Alright guys, just because we got a few questions on the last couple videos, when I'm using this stealth cam reader, the app that you're going to need to download is a third-party app. It's called iEasy Drive. This is a storage on my actual phone, and this is a storage on the drive, which is what's plugged in. And it's just like flipping through your files on a computer. So you got the DC, IM, and straight to the stealth cam, and then that's where all your photos are. So if you want to save one, or you know, email one, you can highlight it, you can click share, you can copy it, you can airdrop it, text message it to yourself, mail it to a buddy, anything like that. So it's pretty slick. It's not a bad buck. 4x4 frame with eye guards. Kind of weak in the front. Wow, look at that heavy buck. Short, but heavy.